Hi guys, I'm Amy. I wanted to come on and do a reading, messages from a past on loved ones. So I'm going to start with the Talking to Heaven deck. So Spirit, what messages are there for this collective today from their past on loved one? What messages are there for today? So I have, we will be together again. Pages 99 and 100, those numbers could be relevant to you. The years 99, 2000 maybe. Because our souls are intertwined by shared missions and unfinished business, we are destined to be together. For now, I will be with you in my non physical form, functioning as a guide and a loving companion. While I can't give the guidance that God or an angel would, I can lend my support and strength to help and protect you. Once your life is complete, we will reunite in spirit form when I'll remind you of the ways of the wondrous non-physical world. I can tell you now that there's nothing to fear about dying, and yet you must live your life completely in order to fulfill your mission. When the time is right, you and I will have other physical lives together, ones that are perfectly orchestrated to help others and to create spiritual growth for both of us. Okay, the next one, I watch over you every day. Okay, I need to drink some water. Okay, watch over you. This is pages 69 and 70, so those numbers, years could be relevant to you. Believe me when I tell you that I hear every one of your thoughts and know all of your life's desires, goals, and accomplishments. We have such a strong soul connection that part of my desire here is to watch you there. Even though I can't take your test for you or interfere with your free will, I am sharing your space and am always influencing you to do the best that I know you can do. I help bring into your life those important learning opportunities your soul needs in order to grow. Think of me as your guardian angel. We share life together. I'm the light that goes before you, holds your hand, and shows you the way. So don't be surprised if a thought about me suddenly comes into your mind, seemingly at random. That is me standing next to you, letting you know that I am still with you. And then we have Don't Be Afraid. Okay, Don't Be Afraid, pages 23 and 24. So those numbers could be relevant to you, those years, those ages. Okay, my transition has changed everything for both of us, and you may be frightened of the future as a result. Please know that you have nothing to fear, my love. Rest assured that all of heaven is watching over you, including me. Although you can't be in my physical presence any longer, you definitely can rely on my spiritual presence, which in many ways is much more powerful than when my soul was limited by my body. My love for you has increased now that I'm no longer restricted or distracted by physical demands. And with my increased love for you, I'm able to help you even more. Hi, Nala. And then we have I send you loving signs through nature. Oh, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Oh, but Luffy out there crying for you. Okay, pages 59 and 60. Lay down, baby. Let me finish the lead in. Thank you. Yes, that is me sending you signs of my love and presence. I learned how to do this from the angels and from our other loved ones who are here with me in heaven. Together, we send you reminders that you are cared for, watched over, and protected by us. We've sent you birds, dragonflies, butterflies, flowers, clouds, and rainbows. Each time you notice these signs, your body has given you confirmation who sent them to you. I'm so glad that you're trusting the signs and your body's signals. We are so connected, and that includes our connection through nature. I love you. Okay, well, thank you for that little visit, Nala. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the spiritual meaning of birds and see what birds we need to pay attention for right now. So, Spirit, what birds are being sent to my viewer from their loved one? Show me what birds are relevant. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we start with pigeon, determination, community, and communication. Okay, and the pigeon is on pages 96 and 97, so those numbers or years could be relevant to you. Oops. Okay, the pigeon is a determined creature. It will stay in an area as long as there is food, despite attempts to chase it away. A pigeon can encourage you to be stubborn and hang in there regardless of what challenges are thrown in your path. The pigeon is safest in a flock. Don't discount the strength and support found in a community. Furthermore, remember the importance of communication within that community. Don't assume people know things just because you do. Make sure everyone is in the loop. The pigeon has strong connections to house and home. Think about your relationship with your home. Does it reflect what you want your home to be? And then we have the Oriole. Positive change, creativity, domesticity. I have a hard time pronouncing that last one there. Okay, so let's find the Oriole. The Oriole is pages 88 and 89, so those numbers or years could be important to you. An Oriole means positive change is coming your way. If you've been experiencing emotional difficulty, particularly a lack of joy, the Oriole reminds you that happiness is in the simple things of life. The Oriole can represent a new creative venture. The Oriole tells you to examine your current level of creativity. Do you use creative solutions in your career or workplace? The Oriole encourages you to think outside the box and to experiment. The Oriole also connotes domesticity. If you see one, it may be reminding you to check if your home is serving your needs properly. The Oriole encourages you to take time to appreciate your home and take time in your space. Okay, both of these cards mention that. So I feel like right now, home is really, really important to you, whoever this reading is meant for. Perhaps you're just now establishing a home for yourself. But whatever it is, being home is very relevant to whoever this reading is meant for. You could be a natural reclusive type of person like I am. You don't have to be. But I am, yeah, definitely the energy's there. Home's very important right now. I'm going to pull from the Soul Tarot next. So Spirit, what else does this collective need to see in here right now? From their past and loved one, what do they need to see in here? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else at this time? you, Spirit. Okay. So we're going to start with the Three of Swords from the Tarot. Three of Swords is an invitation to drop down below the storm and swirl of our painful mental stories and come home to our tender heart. Before we respond or react to a situation, we want to center and protect this part of ourselves. Sweetheart, you're hurting. What do you need? How can I support you? Okay, so those are things that you can ask your inner child so you know what it is you need from yourself right now. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles is an indication that creation is in process around us. Magic is unfolding and seeds are sprouting. Our hands and hearts will be busy as we respond to all that is blossoming in our lives. And this card can remind us of the need for gentle guardrails around that time. When Two of Pentacles shows up in our readings, it can be a signal to carefully guard our energy so we can devote it to that which feels meaningful to us right now. Nala, what are you doing, girlie? Okay, next we have Justice coming out. Okay, so that's in the Major Arcana. Ruled by Libra, Justice invites us to be present with what is here with us right now, rather than what we think ought to be, even if the present moment seems impossible to reconcile or like it shouldn't be happening. There's wisdom and information to be gleaned from what's ready to be faced. From there, more movement, clarity, and forward action will be possible. For now, there's nothing to do but be with what is. Nala, please stop. Yeah, I don't want you climbing in the closet. Okay, next we have the Queen of Wands coming out. I think the Queen's at the back. Queen of Wands is the Witch of the Tarot. This energy is a call to come back to our magic, to work with our altar, to set intentions, to draw down the moons. It can also help shift and expand our idea of magic beyond those paradigms. Perhaps for you, magic is gardening, knitting, protesting, or painting. Whatever sparks that sense of alchemy for you is where you'll find Queen of Wands. This energy is also a fierce reminder that we are beautifully and potently intuitive, despite the story that our inner critic might be telling us. So with this, I'm getting that perhaps you need to be listening to your intuition right now. Aww. Aww. Okay, let's put that one back there. It wasn't bothering you, sweetheart. Okay, next we do have the Ace of Cups coming out. So let me find the Ace of Cups. Okay, Ace of Cups is the beginning of a journey of unconditional self-love, reparenting, and self-honoring. What is our heart asking for? How do we long to be nurtured and cared for? How might we offer ourselves a gesture of support that feels truly good? This could be taking yourself out on your own date, going out to do stuff for fun by yourself. Or, going to do this with friends. But you don't stop living your life just because someone else isn't there to do it with you, right? So the Ace of Cups is all about going within, turning inward, and, giving yourself what it is that you're looking for somebody from somebody else. Okay, this is what the Ace of Cups is about. So you're being asked to go within and find that what it is that makes you feel fulfilled and give it to yourself. Okay? And the final card that came out of the tarot is the High Priestess, and this is in the Major Arcana. Okay, so number 2. Ruled by the Moon. An invitation to get quiet, to go into the cave of our soul and be present with our inner voice and intuition. What messages might be there for us, if any? Okay, so make sure you're listening to your intuition. And finally, I'm going to pull from the Healing Waters and see what healing messages your past on loved one has for you regarding healing. Okay, so what healing do we need to be focused on right now, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we had 3 cards come out. We have Bounteous, Generously Given, Relationships, Coming Together. Welcome back, Nala. Can you kindly sit down so I can continue my reading, Nala? Okay, this is pages 72 and 73. These numbers could be relevant to you. The years could be relevant to you. When water is present, life is present. It's a gift offered to us and through us. Generously offered, bountifully given, we're beginning to wake up to this precious substance we have in our lives and never take it for granted. Clean running water is a privilege that many of the West fail to appreciate, and it's one that many around the world go without. This card encourages you to appreciate the gifts, bounty, opportunities, and privileges that are in your life, to embrace what you need, but also be generous to others who might not have what you have, to acknowledge and receive the abundance around you, but also share it, to appreciate the simple things in your life like running water. Don't hoard what you don't need. Share the plenty that surrounds you and watch as it swells and grows. Move from competition to collaboration. Rewrite the script of me against you. Welcome the wellspring that eternally bubbles up from deep within. Share what you love freely. So often, life is much more enjoyable when it's shared with others. Where water is, life thrives. Where water flows, things are much more alive. Don't hoard and stagnate. Welcome mutual exchanges. Share what you've been blessed with, and watch as everything around you and within you becomes more and more alive. Soul Inquiry. How can you appreciate the bounty that's already around you? How can you become more generous in your life? Okay, so there's something to think about. Okay, the next card. Oh, these apart. Okay, the Selkie is the next card. Come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. So perhaps you're someone like me that has a hard time being in the public eye. Pages 128 and 129, those numbers could be relevant to you. I'm getting January 28th, January 29th. Could be relevant. There are many thoughts about what the ancient story of the Seal people, or Selkies, signifies But for me, it's about the masks we wear, things being taken from us, how we hide parts of ourselves, the longing for home, the call to be wild and free, embracing our true self, answering the call deep within, and sharing our true voice. In Celtic, Scandinavian, and Icelandic mythology, there are different versions of the story, but here's one example. A man finds a Selkie woman on the beach. He steals her skin, hides it, and convinces her to become his wife. The Selkie woman feels the ocean call into her deep within and yearns for it daily. The couple lead a normal human life and have children, but eventually the Selkie finds her hidden skin and returns to her home in the sea. It's time to come out of hiding, to show the world who you truly are, to embrace your uniqueness, your weirdness, your you-ness, to swim freely in the ocean of your life. How are you being called to embrace who you truly are? Are there ways that you're hiding your unique light from the world? How can you embrace even more of who you truly are? Are there ways that you're not showing up as your full, true self in your life or in your relationships? How are you being called to share your voice? Where do you feel held captive? What do you need to do to feel free? Soul inquiry, how can you embrace who you truly are? Okay, so a little self-reflection there of being the most you can be. And then we have Cosmic Ocean, Current Dreams, Future Realities, New Beginnings. I don't think I've seen this one before, although I could have. The Selkie and Bounteous seem to come out a whole lot when I use this stuff. I'm not real familiar with the Cosmic Ocean. Pages 78 and 79. Those numbers or years could be relevant for you. Okay. Water features in the creation stories of countless cultures. Okay, this one does come out a lot too. Across the globe, perhaps more so than any other natural substance or mystery. Echoing through these symbolic narratives about the birth of the world is the notion that everything originated from water. Many creation myths speak of life arising from the primordial waters or the great cosmic ocean. The Rig Veda, the oldest Indian sacred text, states that creation began within the darkness where all was an unrecognizable salty ocean. And to the ancient Babylonians in Mesopotamia, in the beginning there was both salty water and sweet water, which merged to create the gods. In many creation myths, transformation and emergence occur in the places where natural elements overlap. While Celtic mythology doesn't have a specific creation story, there's the fable of Ioka, a white mare born from the foam where the sea met the land before time began. This card is one of promise, hope, and new beginnings. What dreams are making their way into your consciousness? What isn't that you're dedicated to creating? While the manifestation may not be immediate, time will bring things to fruition. Trust in the whispering dreams of your destiny, just as the new beginnings of a stream may one day flow into the vast ocean. Something new is beckoning to be born. So dare deep and wide, dream your future into reality. Soul inquiry, what's the biggest dream you have that even you are yet to admit to? And perhaps that will be what your mission work is. Okay, so I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.